It's sort of like an ephemeral art form. Like, they don't necessarily last that long, but you can put them up pretty quickly, put them around just to let them live and, you know, hold some space. In terms of Kensington Market, it's just like a very important neighborhood to me. I want to have a presence for a lot of the work that I've done here in Toronto. The general idea is just like a placeholder, just to like kind of show the presence of Black culture. We have amazing diversity in the city, but it's still segregated. Like, there's still a degree of segregation, as you know, that's very real. So I think for me, like, a big part of it is the concept of holding space, you know, like for Black culture. Like, I want to demonstrate like a presence that other Black people can see and, you know, feel a connection to. The piece is called Unfadable. It's a piece that I created in 2018. It lives in a bunch of different formats. The imagery is the composite of original photography, source imagery, and digital illustration. And then I take those images and kind of collage them together. The best way to describe it is sort of like Afro mythology. It's also coming from like a Pan-African perspective. So when I'm creating a piece, I try to like pull from various influences that exist throughout the diaspora. It really represents the diversity that exists within Black culture. Like, you know, like Black culture is not a monolith. A lot of representations of Black art in popular culture are tied to specific historical contexts, and most specifically to different forms of trauma. It needs to be talked about, absolutely, but I'm also resistant to the idea that as an artist, I have to create from that perspective. I also want, you know, young Black artists to be able to look at some artwork that's just outside of that box, that maybe just sparks some imagination or you know, evokes a feeling of joy without, you know, the reminder that racism exists.